Hello. A few days ago, I had a dream, and I also had some thoughts about a book that I read when I was in my as a teenager, perhaps. Zen in the Martial Arts. It may have been another book. That was the title of the book, Zen in the Martial Arts. There's another book about, well, this is what it said. If you see if the skirt is blown up by the wind, if the girl's skirt is blown up by the wind, you will be blind. Mm, it probably means that you should not look when that happens. Another story was a tiger. There was a man hanging by a cliff. There was a tiger on top, there was a tiger at the bottom, and he was holding on to the branch, and he looked over there and he saw a strawberry. So then he grabbed the strawberry and let go, and he ate it. The story then says how sweet it tasted. What does this tell me? This tells me that sometimes in life, for instance, Jesus was executed. At the same time, there were happy moments in his life. So you must enjoy your happy moments before something terrible happens. For instance, uh, you could be going to jail, but enjoy your time bef- before you get there. And enjoy your time while you're there, I would say. In the Martyrs, there was one lady that screamed. She was 70 some years old. Cut me loose. And she was being burned. John Fox's The Martyrs. And so they cut her loose thinking that she was going to say, okay, I deny Jesus or something. But instead, she jumped off the flames and then she jumped back on the flames, but this time she hugged the pillar and she died that way. She would not deny God or the one that takes us to God, Jesus. Then I did have a dream about Mr. Sosa, Martin Sosa in Chicago. He used to move a lot. He had perhaps 7 children, Marta and Martin Sosa. And I wanted to say thank you because he tried to teach me something like how to be masculine. His boys were definitely masculine. They could make armatures. And the one younger than I was at 14 years old could make one armature in a day, and he would make perhaps two, I don't know. He would make 70 or $80 in that day just by making armatures. They all had strong fingers. Those wires, they hurt when you wind them around and around the metal piece. I was thinking about Chicago, or maybe I was dreaming about it, the Cocula restaurant, the Mexican bakery, and I was thinking about walking with my son Max in Chicago. Then, or it must have been the dream, we healed the blind young man in Chicago. But he was old like me now. Of course, he was young, I was young. I worked at the pizzeria and he would come in, he could see. And then one time he came in as a customer. Then one time he came in and he was blind. I didn't ask him what happened. But it was sad to see that. All right. God bless you and those that surround you. Chicago is a dangerous place. I'll go if God wants me to return there, but I don't see a benefit in going back there. The benefit would be to get people out of there. If I could put an ad in the paper that says, leave Chicago for Florida or Honduras or some island, I'll pay your ticket. It's just a very cold and dangerous place. All right. Do the best you can with the time that God has given you. See you in the next video.